Okay, angles. Right. So both entry 3 and level 1 students have to deal with angles. So first thing you need to do is know which types of angles are which. For those who don't know what an angle is, it is this bit here. So if you had two straight lines, then you would take your protractor and you would measure this part. That's your angle. But angles are divided into categories, so let's go through the categories. So we have acute angle. So acute angles normally look something like this. These are obviously sketches, so imagine these are two straight lines. And an acute angle is anything less than 90 degrees when you measure it. That becomes acute. This, on the other hand, is a right angle. And that is any angle that is 90 degrees. Nothing more, nothing less. Must be 90 degrees. And normally, in an exam, they are represented by this little square thingy here. But that doesn't mean that an examiner might not put it there, and you might be expected to use your protractor and find out if a right angle exists. A typical exam question might be you would be given a shape like this. Let me just get that a bit better. There we go. And you might be asked, how many right angles does this shape have? So you'd get your protractor, you'd measure up, and you'll notice that there's 1 and 2. So this one has 2 right angles in it. Well, that's just an aside. It's a typical thing that can come up in the exams. So what else do we have? We have obtuse. That is anything more than 90 degrees, less than 180 degrees. So you could have an angle that looks something like this. That's a typical obtuse angle. Next one we've got, there is a straight line. And a straight line is always 180 degrees. Nothing more, nothing less. And finally, we have, the final one is called reflex angle. And this is anything that is more than 180 degrees. And reflex angles normally look something like this. You'd have 2 lines and you get a really big circle like that. That's your typical reflex angle. And that's all I need to talk about. What you may need to do if you don't know how to use a protractor, there are some good YouTube videos out there that will show you how to practically use the protractor, and I would recommend you view one of them. And that's that.